Okay, so let's look at setting up this Get Pair portable screen. This is the T88 smart screen. So it's a nice big wide screen for your car, and it connects with a cigarette lighter plug, as we saw in the unboxing. I've just taken off the mount, and that you can see there's a swivel here with the screw in it, just so that I can film what it looks like that. Otherwise I couldn't position it correctly. So let's put some power into here, and then what we'll do is we'll get the screen on. So there's Get Pair, and then we will connect it to the phone for the Bluetooth and see how it all works. So we'll just let that boot up, and then we'll carry on with the video. Okay, so we are now presented with the language screen. So we'll click on next, language settings. So we say United States, Mexico, Japan, United Kingdom. So that's there. Regional settings, safe usage. So we click OK. And then it says welcome, and then you're presented with a screen. So we've got navigation there, we've got YouTube, we've got some menu items, we've got music over here, we've got CarPlay, Android Auto. So I'll be doing Android Auto because I'm using an Android phone. We've also got Netflix, YouTube over there, and we've got some other icons over here. So you can play VLC videos as well. There is a SD card slot over there, so you could put some movies on that if you want and play them via the screen as well. So you could put this in the car at the back if you want, for the kids and everything, and you can play that. You can also have gallery files, and there's also an app store if you want to download more videos or more apps. So this is fully touchscreen, as you can see. What I've done is I've left the film on. As you can see over here, there's the tab for the little bit of film. What I want to do is just see what the reflection is like in the car with the film on it, because I have got a screen like this in the car, and I do notice the reflection in certain angles is quite bright on the screen. So I just want to make sure, I just want to see how this would perform with the coating on it and go from there. So let us connect now with Android Auto. So you can do CarPlay if you've got an Apple phone, so you can do that, or you can do Android Auto. So you can select that, and then it says what you need to do is connection steps. Pair your phone to Bluetooth. So what we'll do is we've got Bluetooth on my phone, and I will just bring that into the screen. So I'm on Bluetooth, it's busy scanning, and we want to just see over here to download the latest Android application on your phone. So that's there. So there it is there. So it's scanned, and we found it there, the T88. So what we'll do is we'll press on that. Wants to pair, click pair. And then over here it says a device has been found, and it's connecting. That's there. It's popped up saying, welcome to Android Auto. Continue. There we go. So now the maps has opened up, which is what my default maps would be showing, because it's the Android Auto Maps thing. So that's there. We can also go to WhatsApp. We can see WhatsApp messages. We can go to calls, so you can make calls on here. You can also go to Spotify, so you can go to that, and you can play music on this as well, which is pretty cool. And what you can do on this is also play music via this speaker or via the Bluetooth speaker through the phone, through the car that you're connected to as well. So what I'll do is I'll just open up one of these and just play it and just see what it's like, just so we can hear what the music's like. So I'll put that on. So that's the music coming out of there. So it's okay, it's not very bassy or anything. Let's just move a bit further ahead where there is a bit more. So it's not bassy or anything, it is a bit tinny, the sound, but that's obviously the speaker that's on here. So it is fine to watch videos or movies or whatever you want, separate to the car audio that you have, which obviously has better bass and things like that. So that's fine, that works. This would then require internet connection, so that would have to come off the phone. You can change the layout of this as well, so that's quite good. You can go back to your grid. So this now is basically the phone, what we're seeing on the phone. So that's available over there. Go to maps. You go to WhatsApp. You can do voice commands on here as well, which is quite cool. And then we can go back to home by pressing on that little circle that I was moving around. So you can go back to home over here, and you can go to the other screens. So you can go back to the Android autoplay. So this was the beginning where we were. So that's volume up and down. I can mute it. I can change the screen's brightness. So that's quite nice. Go back there, go to home. So now we're back over here. And then what we can do is you can create playlists. So that's another app that you can run over there. So you can sign in and play music from that. So that's there available to you. Netflix, you can go into Netflix, you can go into TikTok. So again, once you connect, you can sign in and you can then watch via that as well. So let's turn on the Wi-Fi. We'll go to settings, we'll go to Wi-Fi. And then what you can do is connect to your Wi-Fi that's available. Receive a phone on Bluetooth, so you can do that. Transmit to car via Bluetooth, so you can do that as well. So you can then use the Bluetooth car sound, as I was saying over here. You can do that. So you can set this up over here when you pick up the car. You can have local speakers here. You can have Bluetooth transmitter. You can have an FM radio here. So that's also available to play. And then you've also got auxiliary where you can plug that in the car as well. So that's all available there under the settings. Display, so we've got the display settings, you've got sound settings, reverse setting, reverse line. So you can plug in a reverse camera in this device as well. And then you can see, if you are reversing, you can see what's happening at the back of the car. We've got apps over there, you've got your storage. So we've got 9 gigs free, and then we've got our language, and we can reset everything over there. So that's all available from the settings point of view. To power off the device, obviously this will be plugged into the car with the cigarette lighter. So you just turn the car off and the screen will go off, and then when you turn the car on, the screen will come on. Or you can press the button at the top here. So if you press that down, it will just go off. And if you press it again, it will be in like a standby. But if you hold it down, then a little menu comes up that says power off, restart, or settings. So we'll just power it off. Whoop, I touched it with my other hand there. So we'll just say power off. Do you want to shut down? Okay. And then it shuts down and powers off. And then you can move it around as the portable screen it is. There's an option here as well to clean. So that basically cleans up any memory or any stuck processes and that. So in order for some phones to connect, or this device to connect to the internet and use maps and everything with it, some phones have to have the mobile hotspot enabled so that this can use it as a Wi-Fi, but some phones can't do that and connect at the same time. So you need to exit out of Android Auto, disconnect that, and then you can connect via the Wi-Fi hotspot and then use the other features like YouTube and Netflix and so on. Okay, so what I've done now is I've disconnected the Android Auto, and you can see the hotspot has now appeared over here. So what I can do is open that up and then connect it to my hotspot, and then we'll carry on from there. Okay, so now I'm connected to my hotspot. Then what we'll do is we'll go home, we'll go to YouTube. So we are now connected to YouTube, and I found this really cool channel, and this is working fine. So yeah, we can see that the internet is working, and that's going through the phone, which is over here. So that's available here, and that's busy browsing. So we can do that. So that's there. We can go to Netflix. We'll let Netflix open up. So this is all available via the screen, which is quite nice. So it's basically an extension of your phone. You've got a nice big screen in the car. You can keep the kids entertained in the back if you want a screen there as well, or you can have it on your dashboard. I'll take it into the car and then we'll set it up and show you what it all looks like. But everything's working fine. The touchscreen is quite responsive, which is good. As you can see, it's still got that film on top and it's still responding quite well. So overall, everything's working well. And now it's just to see it in action in the car itself. Right, so we're in the car now, and I'm actually in the back seat, as you can see over here. Now, why I'm doing that is because I have got a cigarette lighter over here. Now, I've already got a screen in the front, which if I show you over there, there's one over there, and here I've got the other one. So what I want to do is connect this one up over here and see if it would work here at the back, so the kids can watch a show or whatever from the back using this big screen here. So I'll place the screen over there for now, and then I've got the cigarette lighter charger here, so that can go in there like so. So that fits in there, and then this over here will fit into the device itself. So I'll just take that cable off, and then we'll do this, and then you can see the USB-C cable plugs in there, so I'll plug it in there. So that's now plugged in, a USB port on the charger, so you can plug in something that's USB enabled over there, so if you want to charge anything. So that's all available. I'm now going to put the ignition onto the car, then this will power on, and then we'll go from there.
You're on the fastest route.
So what I've done is I've put Google Maps on my phone. I typed in the address, and then the map popped up over here on the screen, as you can see, and it is now telling me the directions to get to where I need to go using the screen and everything on it. So that's really cool. Then what I can do is I can press this button here, and then it alters the screen and what it looks like, so you can move and do other things as well. So you can then go to Spotify and also play a song while the map is still on, so you can listen to music, and then the sound is coming through this device, which is great. So that's working fine. So I'll just play a song. So that's working through here, so that's cool. And then you can do a call. You can also do a voice command over here, so you can request a phone call and it will use your phone to do that. You can change what the screen looks like as well. You can go back to maps, make it full screen if you want. And so yeah, it's all works really well. And then you can click on that to go home, so you can go back to the main screen over here. You can then go and choose whatever you want to do over here. So let's say we go to YouTube, and that should then connect using your phone, the cover on, and you can see the color is really rich. It's a nice rich color that's coming through here. And then if I do move it, you'll see there is some reflection, but it's not as bad as when this film is taken off, because then the screen is really shiny. So for me, I'm going to leave this little protective screen that's on here, this little layer that's on, so I'm going to leave that on and use it. But otherwise this is working, the map's working. The other thing I wanted to show you is if you go to the settings here, you can also have different options over here. So you can play message summary, so that will come through on here. If someone sends a message, you can play and it will read out the message to you. You can start Android Auto automatically, so that you can say always. So as soon as the car comes on, then it will come in and switch on. And then you can also go over here, you've got different startup modes, display, so you can use that for the display. And then over here at the bottom there's electric car vehicle settings, and see more settings on the phone. So if you do that and unlock the phone, then you have more settings for Android Auto that you can go through here. So you can have the Google Assistant, you can do day-night mode for maps, show group conversations, driver set location, you can change the layout here. So there's a lot of options to use for this screen, and yeah, it works really well. I'm very happy with it. As you can see, I've showed you the other one in the front, so now I've got two. I'm quite impressed with it, and if you guys are looking for one, the links are in the description, so you can have a look at that. I wanted to get the sound working through the car speakers, so what I've done is you go into the settings for the audio output, and then you can Bluetooth connect to the car. So what I've done is I'm doing that. So now I just need to put that pin in, so I'll quickly do that. There we go. So now I'm connected to the car. So now if I play anything from here, it should play through the car speakers. So what I'll do is I'll open up Spotify. There we go. So now that's playing, as you can see, through the car. If I pause, that pauses it. If I play, so now the sound from this is playing through the car speakers, so there's more bass and everything like that. Overall, everything's working great. Again, just remember, with certain phones you can't have the connection with the CarPlay or the Android Autoplay with the Wi-Fi connection acting as a hotspot, so then certain things that require internet might not work. So just remember that as well. But But overall, I'm very happy, and I just want to say thanks to GetPair for sending me this. And if you guys want to get one, there's a link in the description, and look at all the other products that they have. They've got some really cool stuff. So thanks for watching. Cheers.